Hello, this is Charlie for the Great Recommender, GYLO and ITBI, which is this better information? This is Rick Mulready, and he says that you should stop learning prompt engineering. Now, I think it's a great thing to learn, but he has a different opinion. But it's also true he may be talking about essentially the same thing without the same label.
Stop learning prompt engineering. Yes, you heard that right. I'm about to share with you why mastering this, quote, essential skill is actually what's holding your business back. Prompt engineering was so 2023. It was the hottest skill in 2023. Everyone was talking about it, and it seemed like the most in-demand skill to have. In fact, some people were even calling it the most in-demand skill to have in the next 10 years. And in fact, I don't think that you should be focusing on prompt engineering at all this year, 2024, and moving forward. And I'll share with you why I'm saying this in just a second, because first, you need to understand what prompt engineering is and why we needed it. So the fact that the AI models in their first few iterations, like ChatGPT 3, for example, weren't able to give you the right output was because you had to prompt it in a very specific way. For example, you had to give it a role and you had to be very specific in the task that you gave it. And you needed to engineer your prompt in this way just so that you can get an output that you were looking for. And then over time, the better that you got at prompting, the more that you could get from these earlier AI models. These AI models have gotten so smart that you essentially don't need to know prompt engineering anymore. But if you're not prompt engineering, how do you actually get output that's helpful to you? Well, now you can just tell your AI model of choice what you want in natural language, as if you're speaking to another human being. It's way better at handling informal language, allowing us to communicate a lot more naturally with it, as I mentioned before, just as if we're talking to another person. AI can now also maintain context across multiple conversations so that you don't have to keep repeating information or rephrasing things. And today, AI can often understand the intent behind what you're asking instead of having to give it explicit instructions. But simply talking with AI and telling it what you want is actually easier said than done. And this is something that so many online entrepreneurs